honest, I don't often put on big events like throwing parties or something like that. But a few months back, I did host a flat warming, which was quite fun actually. It was just a small affair with some close friends and nibbles, but it seems like everyone had a fun time, and I suppose that's what counts. I've actually lived in my house for ages, but the repair work took a long time. At least it took a long time to finish. Actually, it's still ongoing, but it was even worse when I got the place, if you can imagine that. Anyways, after a long delay, I was able to invite people around for the evening and cook some things for them. I don't think I did that much to prepare, really. I just threw some snacks in the oven or on some trays and tidied up a little bit and organized all my furniture to accommodate the small crowd I'd invited. Even though it was one of my first flat warmings, I didn't feel this great need to put on the Ritz or something. It was just towards the end of summer, so the nights were still quite warm and light. I don't think I even had to put the heating on, to be honest. I think I bought most of the food for myself as well, but my partner and flatmate are pretty good in the kitchen, so I just left them to do anything that involved the oven and the microwave and busied myself with sorting out the glasses and other non-edible things. Everything else connected to the organization was just me asking people to come over on Facebook and Instagram. While it doesn't sound or seem like I did much, everyone still managed to have a good time, and so I consider it a success overall. There wasn't even that to clean up, and I don't think even a single glass was smashed when it's unusual. Well, it's unusual when it comes to my parties anyway. If I hadn't had this event, I don't think I'd have been terribly upset. Like I say, I'm not a big party animal, but it was nice to have people around, so I think I'd definitely do it again if I had the chance.
Do most people prefer to prepare and organize an activity or just take part in an activity?
Well, given the stress involved when you have to put things like weddings and parties together, it's easy to see why more people attend them than sort them out. I mean, there's invitations to send out, the actual event to manage, and the cleanup after. Why would anyone want to do that with any regularity?
How do people feel when they are not well prepared for something?
Well, I imagine that comes down to the kind of person that you are or the personality you have. Some people don't mind just winging it to an event like a speech or a presentation when they know their subject matter inside out. But other people get so nervous if they aren't ready that they might even be physically sick.
Do people need others' help when organizing things?
Well, I imagine that depends on the scale of the event, no? If it's a small gathering of 4 or 5 people, how much help do you need exactly? And then if it's something like a wedding reception, though, then you need to do a lot more and might need a helping hand or two.
Does everything need to be well prepared?
I suppose that comes down to the expectations people have. If you're doing a job for people who have quite high expectations of you, then preparation will be fairly important so you can deliver a good job. But if it's just something for yourself, you can make a mess of it and you're only answerable to yourself, so it might not matter so much.
On what occasions do people need to be organized?
Well, anytime they want to maximize their success, probably. In times when you need to get the most out of what you have to work with, it's useful to plan in advance and get things ready so you don't waste time and resources faffing about.
How can parents help children to be organized?
I always think having a good example of living your values works best. So if you want people to be organized, you have to be organized yourself. Otherwise, what's the alternative? Just telling them won't work. They need to see it in action and live the experience to get the hang of it.